Where's my fucking sword?
Hey! You!
Oh shit!
What do you want?
What the? That's a pig. Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Jesus, man, I need to work on this shit, dude. I need to work on that.
What the fuck was that?
What up, boys? You're watching 99 Media. Welcome back to some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I could not wait to start playing this game again, so I got real slowed down by a bunch of research into editing, how to edit, how to set up the channel, and just overall, like, how to upload. And, man, I had no idea it was going to be a whole hour and a half of gameplay, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can try to keep it down to I want to say 20 or 30 minutes or so to kind of make it easier to take all in at once. So among doing a whole week of research on how to do stuff with audio and how to edit and whatnot, I did a little bit of surface level research, and I found out that maybe a solution to the audio desync issues in the cinematics was to turn off VSync. So we went ahead and just did that. And I guess if that causes any issues, I'll go ahead and watch if it actually means screen tearing or anything like that, at least that I can notice. So I did see there was an expansion pack or something like that on the Steam store page. So I don't really know what that's all about, but I'll maybe see if I can take a look into it further down the road in the future. I guess at least after I complete the main story and see if that's worth making some content on. Yeah, so I got on the old Xbox, and I figured out that I haven't opened the first game since March of 2022. Wow. And Warhorse Studios is, well, a small studio. So I'm glad that I, was able to put forth a little bit extra and support them in making this second game, and I'm really glad to see that, well, it seems like they definitely pulled through, and they did not disappoint. I think in the first 24 hours or so, it sold like 1 million copies, so I can't imagine how good that must feel to actually sell 1 million copies within the first day of release. Honestly, good job. This game has been receiving a lot of great feedback from what I've seen. Yeah, so let's get back into it. I think I figured out that in the old game there actually wasn't a stone throwing mechanic, so it is something that they did add into the second game, so that's pretty neat as far as the stealth mechanics go. Alright, well, I try to tell them, don't camp on the road. Or at least if that was an option to say, that would have been nice, but... Okay, yeah, bless that woman for helping me, and Hans, we need to protect her at all costs, absolutely.
Damn, the wound is still bleeding.
That's right, I was gonna say, let's go ahead and patch this up first. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to the keyboard and mouse, so I'm gonna be using 4 out of 6 of the bandages, right? And I think it's just as easy as that. There's no animation.
Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Alright, so we're good to go. I thought I'd go ahead and see if I could actually exit the hut, if I do get a chance, and maybe whistle again, and see if that'll actually summon Mutt. Oh, he's probably out there somewhere, but let's see if we can, guess, kind of get our bearings together and figure out what to do here. So I guess they did change up the sounds for, like, the side-scrolling to the menu. I feel like the font and, like, the way things have kind of changed. It looks real nice. Looks pretty cool. Kind of sounds like heavy stones rolling or something, instead of, like, what was it, like, pages turning or something like that? Alright, so looking at the quest here, looks like we got to just go ahead and clean ourselves up and then eat, and then we'll probably go from there. Let's go outside. Growler. That's not our dog. What is this? Weak savior snaps. Oh, so this was the method of saving in the first game. I wonder if it's still the same, but I don't know what weak savior snaps means.
I feel like a new man.
I think that's a new animation. That's pretty cool. Just labeled dead bastard. Okay, so he's got a hunting sword.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cuts up Sir Hans.
Yeah, that'll definitely come in handy. Probably need a lot of bandages knowing how I play. Got a torch, that'll be useful. What? Am I doing something wrong? Oh, okay, so you gotta actually select the item and then take it. So that's kind of a neat little detail. You'll be able to recall combos because, you know, just in case if you actually knew combos in the first game. Now we can actually quick consume during combat. That'll be real nice instead of having to, what would you call it, like de-aggro enemies? Okay.
I should eat something.
Okay, there we go. Now we actually got the clothes clean also, so at least we're looking half decent now.
Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Okay, so she's like an alchemist. Huh. What? That's a pig. He's not running.
That's really good.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to her.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Chamomile and sage. Okay, got it. Just gonna go ahead and ask like what they look like because I'm not really familiar with them.
Alright. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely need to help her out with this for what she did for us.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
He actually landed right on the dung pile. That is a sad death right there. Growler? I mean, technically, you could feed it to the pig. Would be a little bit disrespectful, but he is a bandit. He did try to kill us, but, I mean, pigs will eat anything, right?
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
What, again? That's a nice little stream. So, that was east of us. We're gonna head west now. Let's make sure not to forget to equip this. I mean, if I can. So attach to the belt, and this is how you actually... Okay, and then this is how that works, so... Alright. About the audio quality, I did purchase a mic off Amazon, so hey, it should be here around next week or so. So hopefully we can see an improvement in audio quality here pretty soon. Okay. Well, lucky for me, it actually labels some of these, so that way I don't get them mixed up, like Thistle and Sage, because I would have thought, oh, purple, just grab some of that. Okay.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need, so back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Wait, I got 2 already? I didn't have to actually pick 2? I got 2 from picking the 1? Okay. I actually got 4 from picking once. Okay. So it's not actually a 1-to-1 ratio. You can actually pick up more just by, I don't know, sweeping a handful on the ground. And actually picking up multiple with one sweep. That's pretty neat.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Hey, you!
Oh, shit.
What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Okay. Oh, I have to actually hold it down.
Did you fucking hear me? Tell me what you want here, or you'll see. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
What? Yeah, we're the messenger guys. Not, or maybe I completely misunderstood what he's saying.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort will be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Bergov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Yeah, I mean, you guys look like bandits.
Didn't see that coming, eh?
Jesus, man, I need to work on this shit, dude. I need to work on that. Okay, yeah, we just should have skipped that first step. Yeah, you don't look very, you guys look like bandits anyways. Sorry.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Yeah, she does deserve to know the truth.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses in my yard.
Now, don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you, but be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Yeah, it does look like she's got some pretty heavy cataracts. Alright, let's go ahead and do that then. It's good to
Alright,
learn this game again.
I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Those are pretty weird D's. I thought those were letter S or something, so I was reading ass the chamomile and boil for one turn. No, add the chamomile.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Drop the chamomile before you put it on the flame.
Use bellows to boil for one turn.
Ain't that enough?
Alright,
Take the cauldron off the flames.
move this up.
You don't have to boil it anymore. Done. Now let's see what you've brewed.
There we go. Chamomile brew.
Here it is.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Yes, of course I looted them for everything they got.
There's nothing to eat here.
Oh, man.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
So is this, Pavlina?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
Yeah.
And what about you? How do you feel?
A lot better, probably.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
2 hours later.
Honestly, I don't even know. It all kind of seemed important. I guess definitely the top 3 choices. I guess you could say his father, even though, who was it? Sir Radzig was his real father?
Without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Oh no, that's still pretty important.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
He did get captured by humans in the first one.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They are pretty nasty, so we're not going to go lightly on them.
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count.
I was going to say, I think
Besides,
there was like
they were
5.
armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. so I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Talmberg. Oh, I don't remember that one.
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Shelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bajana, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajana.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No
Oh,
doubt.
yeah.
But we better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you, and we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got...
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Yeah, it would definitely be good to either go back for the rest of our company or Mutt. I think definitely having Mutt on our side would definitely come in handy for sure, because Growler, I think his name is obviously their dog. We can't take him along, so start with the company.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance.
Yeah,
But you're
they all
right, we
died.
shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Oh, that's rough. So, Mutt.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Could have been him. I don't know for sure, but
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me, I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Alright, so we got our priorities kind of straightened out here. And look, we're blessed with Shenna. Honestly, a beautiful cinematic. Huh?
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
No thanks.
Oh, it's closed.
What?
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Wait! I am a messenger from Sahanash of Lipa!
We don't actually have the message itself, do we? Got taken by the raiding party. Sounds like somebody's home.
Fucking shit! You fucking cunts! You know who I am? No, we fucking don't!
They threw shit on him.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws.
God damn it.
The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days.
Great.
And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colors.
Now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
Probably should have thought about dressing up. Shit.
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Alright, boys. Well, that's going to be it for this part 2. Every time I play this game, it feels like it's just more and more fun every time I come back. I would definitely appreciate a like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube things, of course, and especially more so comments on what you guys want to see. I do play a few other games, mostly into like milsim or tactical shooters, so comment down below if you'd like to see anything like that. But anyways, feedback is more than welcome. If anything, it's encouraged, especially in this stage of just kind of starting things out. But yeah, until next time.